Okay. That's annoying. Ah! See, if you hop enough times... Oh, I got him too. If you hop enough times, you can throw a TNT crate off, but... Dang it. Dang it! He did it again! Oh, I got him, which is nice. Nope, I keep going right behind him. Okay, you know what? You're gonna... Ah! I walked right into it. Okay. Hi there, everyone. I'm Mr. Truckman, and welcome to the inaugural episode of Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. I hope you're doing well. I am doing well. I'm in a nice, well sunlit room on a nice afternoon in my comfy chair here. I hope you're all doing well and all snuggled up somewhere, maybe under a blanket or something. Maybe in your favorite chair. I just hope you're doing really well. Well, today we're going to be doing the adventure mode. This will be the first series. I'll be uploading these on Mondays. And we're just going to be completing the adventure mode. I'm going to delete this test. And we're just going to be going through it. I maybe 100% it. The initial goal is to go through and just be all the races and all the bosses. And see where that takes us. After that, I'll probably go back and do 100%. So I'll try all the time trials. I'll do all the tokens and stuff. I'll try to get the 101 or... I think it's 101%. I can't remember. I made this new account before I checked the old one, but we're gonna get started here. I'm gonna do the Nitro Fueled, not the classic. Just I like seeing the different cards. I usually like to stick to one setup, but I haven't ever done the classic, and I never played original Crash Team Racing, so I'm gonna be playing on hard difficulty. I usually play on medium, so we'll see how this goes. I want to play through. See, I was debating. I was pretty sure I was gonna play as Polar before, but now I'm not so sure. He's just so cute. Like I just can't get over it. His eyes is just I don't know. He's cute, so cute. But I also like Dingodile, especially now that you can. I mean, I know it's been a while, but now that you can actually switch the driving style. Yeah, yeah. I'll go Dingodile. You know, whatever. Throw the script out the window. Oh, you have the car, I forgot. So yeah, this is a brand new account. I have nothing unlocked. I'm just gonna stick with the classic here. I have... Oh, okay. So I went through and unlocked, in my test, I unlocked 2 Bandicoot. I like the Bandicoot wheels anyway. I'm gonna use them. Paint job, I'll probably... I'd like it to match, but... That kind of matches tail. Which one's closer? I'll do olive. And yeah, let's throw a sticker on there real quick. I won't spend too much time, but actually, none of these really go with it. I'll do number 7 is a good number, sure. I don't think it's unlucky. Is it? It's probably unlucky somewhere. I was just double checking to make sure I hit record. So far, going off without a hitch. Oh yeah, I won't talk over the initial cutscene. I'll talk over like after the dialogue and stuff, but yeah, so I'll try to shut up over the important parts. I'm also on the Nintendo Switch version of the game, so sadly the load times are not the best. Look at Crash.
Here's the way we play. I challenge the best driver of your world to a race for the planet. If your driver wins, I'll leave your miserable little rock alone. But if I win, I will turn your entire globe into a concrete parking lot and make you my minions.
Are those two necessarily together, or is he just... Because you can do one without doing the other. Yes, indeed. That's how I feel opening any sort of box. Yeah. I love Polar so much. And Penta. Polar more. Dingo. I like how it goes through parts of the track. Like these are actually parts of the track. Oh. Nice, calm afternoon. That's honestly what it's like here. It's sunny, nice, kind of breezy. And here we are. I'm not sure. I'll probably decide on the fly if I want to listen to Aku Aku or not. Oh, it's Uka Uka. That's right, because Dingo's isn't in the lore though. Isn't Dingo like nice and good? Wing. I love the little effect there. Okay, I know how to play. They don't really. What they're telling me is how to play. But so I'm gonna get started here. Right into Crash Code. Yeah, I'm gonna go through and complete like the normal parts of the campaign first, and then go back. We'll see if I can get in all 4, and then the boss maybe each episode. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I'll probably defer to episode length because I want, especially in these early stages, I want to make sure that things are consistent, and then I can switch it up on you guys and take you guys by surprise. I will try not to do that. Don't worry. I won't try. I won't do that. I will not be a ninja content creator. So yeah, one of the great things about this game is just its depth of mechanics. It's like it's different from Mario Kart in that like Mario Kart, anybody can pick up and play. Like not everyone's going to be really good, but because you have people who are clearly better than other people when they play it. But it's just like in this game, going fast is rewarding. Like you have to go fast. It's very punishing. Like if I were to touch a wall or tap the brake button without holding down on the directional pad, but there's more on that later. But then I would like stop and lose all my momentum. And you have to chain things together. Like these boost pads, they increase your fire in the back. And there's a system called reserves, which I always imagine it like a cup, and it has a hole in the bottom. And what these boost pads do is they kind of like upgrade the fuel that's in the cup, kind of. And if you do the drift boost, you kind of keep that cup full. You add a little bit every time, and then if you get 3, you get a little more. But there's stages to going fast, and these like in these initial levels, you don't get really fast. I'll put up on the screen here. I'll put up the four or so levels of the. Oh, that was my bad. The 4 or so levels of the fire, because I believe it goes yellow, then actually I think it's red, then yellow, and then it goes to Sacred Fire, which I think is like extra bright yellow or something, or white or whatever. And then there's Ultimate Sacred Fire, which is blue. And then there's even levels between that. Like you can get fast. That was not a good time. You can actually get like fast fire. Like on Tiny Temple, it goes really fast, which is a great place to learn how to keep blue fire. It turns a literally 20, or it turns like a 47 or so second lap into like a 27-second lap. So it shaves off a bunch of time. So the first lap, coincidentally, is not very fun, but the other laps get good. But so yeah, and so like so you have to kind of chain things together, and you learn the maps. It's like a steeper learning curve. So like if you can pick up Mario Kart, you may not know the tracks, but like oh hey, you can, or you can turn on auto steering and stuff, auto accelerate, whatnot. But oh, okay, I thought I froze there for a second. Dingo, he's so big. I never really play with big characters, but I guess also he doesn't have his flamethrower on the cart. It'd be kind of funny if like he somehow like one of the carts was like Dingo specific, and like he plugged in his backpack and that was the exhaust in the back. Sorry, I talked over. Okay. Oh, I forgot that they changed his voice. I was expecting like the evil. Oh, hi Crash. Like the evil ones from the Insane trilogy. Congratulations. Sorry, that's probably very bad. Anyway, I'm gonna skip you. And we're just gonna keep going around the horn here. This one over here is, I believe, Rouge Tubes. I did the class. Yeah, I just waited till it was up, but I even did that one for the test, and I couldn't remember now. But oh, it's because I was too busy thinking of there's like a little trick you can do where if you have a TNT crate on the bottom of a hill and you place it and then jump on top of it like the next lap, you get like this weird burst of speed. But yeah, it's things like that in this game. There's also like brake turning and U-turning, which I'll get into later on the different tracks that require it. But I spent, for those who know, I spent the longest time with this game, probably 9 months or so, without realizing that there's a difference between brake turning and U-turning. And so basically, for those who don't know, it's one's way better than the other. One's useful. The U-turning is useful in some places, but not that much. But brake turning is essential. And I messed them up and was not. Oh, I missed that. I was not performing to my. I was not performing at peak capacity. So these beginning maps are pretty straightforward. I'm also terrified of being in the pack because NPCs in this game are deadly with items. Like if you're in front, they will hit you. Okay, good. Oh boy. There's really also not really a shortcut other than that little cut right there, but I think that gets me away from the pack. I know, at least a long time ago when I first played the game, last summer, I know that when you're playing on hard, they can send the little blue orb, which is this game's equivalent of the battle shell, the blue shell from Mario Kart. It's a battle shell, not a blue shell. And I'm gonna get, it probably is a blue shell, but I like calling it a battle shell because it makes people upset. But anyway, they can send that item at you, and I haven't seen it yet, because it'll appear blue, like that little indicator that just popped up. That's for a. Oops, I missed. I boosted right into the corner, the edge. That little indicator will have blue arrows instead of yellow arrows on the edges, so it'll make you more scared. You can also go on the inside. I always lose track of what lap I'm on. I've done too many times I've been guilty of stopping after the second lap because I think, oh, it's nice, and I, take my controller in one hand and go to stretch, and yeah, it's just bad news. Wump, start your engine. Yeah, it's also weird because I've been going back and forth. I've been playing the new Rocket League update a lot recently, so going back between Xbox and Switch is terrible for A's and B's because those are switched, and the X and Y's are switched. But I'm gonna think it froze every time because I'm paranoid. And then of course the one time I don't think it's gonna freeze, it's not. It's actually gonna freeze. But I love the little outfits. I like Engine's carrot over there, which I guess it brings up kind of interesting questions about like the lore. Like when they change costumes, like is his rocket gone? Is it a little cover for his rocket? I hope I talked over Uka again. I'm going to do that every time, but yeah, because these things aren't really that. I hope I'm explaining or at least demonstrating some of these techniques he would be talking to me about. But yeah, so as you go through, it's basic progression. Like if you beat a level, you get the trophy. If you get in first place, and then you unlock more levels, and then I believe you unlock the tokens to unlock the bonus tracks in the gem area. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's something-ish close. So yeah, you can look forward to. I remember the time trial, some of them being hard, although I did do it like the first week I got the game, which is pretty close after launch last summer. So I don't know if it'll take me as much or not. I'll probably struggle on a few of the maps because I don't know where the crates are. But also too, I started with this game and then got the Insane trilogy, which I'm also going to be playing on this channel. But when I played Insane after playing this, because in this game, the time trial, if you break all the boxes, you get like a 10-second bonus. So I was like, oh, it's some second bonus, but I was like, oh, okay, that's the way for all Crash games. So I went to the Insane trilogy, and on the very first time trial, I was like, oh, I saw it, and I think I got a gold on it or something the first try, but I was like, oh, okay, this isn't that bad at all, because if I break all the boxes, I'll get a big bonus. And so I took a couple attempts trying to get a good time and breaking all the boxes. I'm like, okay, done, but then it was like, nope, I didn't take that close enough. So I was bamboozled in that way, but I eventually beat it. It took me a long time. It's like I feel like it was the equivalent of Crash Cove in this one, because there's different driving styles in this game. So I'm using speed right now, which is I used to use balanced for the longest time, because I refuse to accept the fact that like speed goes a little bit faster. I just wasn't ready to learn the mechanics of the game. I didn't think I needed to. But then I realized when they eventually released developer time trials that yes, I will need to learn these mechanics. Which is kind of interesting because it spawned a whole... I used to play games strictly analog stick, but then I realized that there are some games that I could be playing with a lot more precision if I used the D-pad, or the Switch's version of the D-pad, which is 4 buttons. Which is really nice for brake turning, but when I talk about brake turning more, I'll go more in depth. Oh, I'm gonna regret that. Oh wait, no, never mind, it's third lap. Okay. Yeah, the nice thing about this game is that each level has like at least some sort of a shortcut, or like sometimes there's 2. Usually a longer one or a shorter one or something, but it keeps it fresh and keeps it a little interesting because then if people are really good. Also, I feel like in this game is a little bit different from Mario Kart in that you can catch up. Like the potential for catch up is easier in this game because if you mess up one thing or you hit one, like, so if you're trying to go really fast and blow everyone out of the water and you get hit with something, then especially if you lose your fire after a boost pad, then it's like, oh, I can't get that fire. Like if you had blue fire and you pass the blue fire boost pad and you get hit with it, then you won't get to get blue fire until the next lap. So it can be pretty devastating. Yeah, Ring Rally was a cool addition to this game. Because like you go through these little rings. For those who don't know, you go through these little rings, and as you go through them, you get the more laps you do, the smaller the rings get, and the more boost you get. So you kind of get to, and then the nice thing is they kind of show you where. That's one thing this game does really well. It shows you where the shortcuts are. So like you'll have a jump, and you'll see rings going off the side, and you're like, wait, what? And also doing time trials really helps because, especially the dev time trials, because I was playing Electron Avenue and I didn't realize one of the turns you can do a brake turn around the corner and cut off a huge portion, and I had never done that before, even after picking up the game again, because I played it for like 3 months and then put it away for like 6 months and then came back in March when we all got sent home and stuff. But oh, sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna talk over you every time initially. So. Hey, new pan. Team Bandicoot, that's a good one. I used my standard setup for doing time trials is playing as Crash with Team Bandicoot wheels and oh, yep, I know I can't go in here. Boss key. Okay. And then I have Team Bandicoot paint job, and so it just, I don't know, it feels very classic. But although the wheels are a little bit thicker than what I like. But also, I spent the longest time, if you notice there's little stitching around the edge of the checkered flags there, and I always thought it was like a glitch on the screen. Because my first summer playing this, I was like, wait, what is that? It's something on my screen, so I kept picking at it and looking at it, and I was like, oh no, it's checkering around the flag, which is an excellent bit of detail. That's what's so great about this game, is just it has a bunch of detail and attention and care put into it. It was funny though, because I was looking through and I was remembering they fixed some awkward hitboxes, because like sometimes you go off a jump and all of a sudden lose everything and lose your boost, and in this type of game, it would... Okay, this level's... I'm probably going to commentate this level, because this one is the bane of my time trials. This one probably took the longest outside of Crash Cove. And the reason Crash Cove took forever is because I stubbornly stuck to balanced and not speed for my driving style. Oh my goodness, there's like 3 or 4 different ways you can get up, like results that can happen. I think I hit it too late to jump on. I'm inside. Okay, good. That first one's always awful. I think the second lap is fine, but I think the third lap is kind of tricky. But I try to stay in between the little on the grate and that last turn, but I have not practiced it in a long time. I'm actually surprised I got through the first lap, because usually the first lap I miss the jump and then I remember where to click it, and then lap 2 and 3 are fine. But there we go. So that's another one you can get, you can not hit it, and oh, there's a beaker there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I can take, oh my goodness, crap, okay. Oh well. How squashed you are, you're just sitting there oh, I missed a boost. This is not going well. At least I stayed on the grate that time. But, and the cool thing too is when you're on grates in this game, I don't know if you can hear it now, but when you're on grates, it makes a different sound than when you're on other land. like in Android Alley, I believe. It or no, Assembly Lane, the one with the assembly line. At the end of the lap, there's like a strip you can drive on, and it makes a different sound than the surrounding surface, which is really nice. And then when you're in a cave or something and your character says something, it echoes. Which I don't know if the whole entirety of Ruse Tubes does that or not, but yeah. Go, baby, go. Oh shoot, I can't remember what I didn't hear what he said. I think he said something about something racing, but something racing. Also, I'm not going to be trying a Dingodile accent. I'm not going to ignorantly try to guess what his accent is and then be wrong. But some things I go for, some things I'm not going to go for. But yeah, the Nitro Wheels is also another added nice thing in this game. Like I haven't turned it off because I've become used to it, and I think it would just mess me up visually. I never use it for its purposes, but as you drift, you'll know when to hit the button for the drift boost based on how close together the Nitro Wheels come. So I'm sorry if it like messes you up, but I kind of have to have it because it messes me up if I don't have it. So hopefully you're able to. If it really bothers people, then I'll turn it off. But oh, I forgot. Oh yeah, that's right, because this is when. That's a lot of TNT. Yes, I am. That has to hurt. He's kind of. I feel like he's like the Roadrunner, but like if things went pretty bad. I also learned. I was looking up the characters for this game, and I learned that he is a kangaroo, which makes sense. Like his name is Ripper Roo, and I spent the longest time thinking he was a dog. Like when I got my dad to play this game initially, he was like, "Oh hey, I'll pick the dog," and I was like, "Yeah, you can pick that dog. He's a nice blue dog. Look at him. He's a dog. He's an insane dog, but he's a dog." And then I realized, oh wait, when I was looking up on the article, I was like, "Oh, he's a kangaroo. Probably why he's bouncy." I always thought he was bouncy because of that cane when he becomes a professor later on after years of intense therapy. But I also can't remember. I'm really not prepared for how hard this race is going to be. Okay. That's annoying. Ah! See, if you hop enough times... Oh, I got him too. If you hop enough times, you can throw a TNT crate off, but... Dang it. Dang it! He did it again! Oh, I got him, which is nice. Nope, I keep going right behind him. Okay, you know what? You're gonna... Ah! I walked right into it. Okay. I think I can... I just need to not... See, I feel like it's almost easier to do it from... I went right into that. I was going to try to do the shortcut, but... I'm not doing well. I apologize. This is abysmal. I almost think I feel like it's easier to play from back here because then I know where I should go and shouldn't go, and I also probably should be... Wow. Yeah, sometimes it'll, like, grip your cart, and you'll... Like I just did, it'll stick you and you won't get the little boost. Dang it! There we go. Yeah, so if you hop enough times, that'll happen, and all I gotta do is stay in front of him, and then that should be good. Of course, he won't take this shortcut, so okay, now we're rolling. Finally got the fire needed and everything. Nice thing about these bowling balls is you can shoot them forward and backward and detonate them, which is nice. That's one thing that's pretty similar between Crash Team Racing and Mario Kart is the items. Like, bananas are things you can leave behind or throw forward. You can throw forward beakers and leave them behind in this game. Shells. I guess the bowling bombs are kind of the shells, but okay, that was pretty easy. No wonder coins. Any other cutscene here? I am not touching that. Oh boy, that would be so gross. Like, I would leave it on the ground and let it... Well, would I let it dry or try to wash it off first? Because if you let it dry... Anyway, yeah. But yes, I do believe I'm crazy enough to beat Oxide. Or at least attempt to beat him. Because I can't remember how that goes. And the map that he races on is pretty insane. But... Okay, and then I lock the door to the next area. So that's basically how progression works in this game. You just beat all 4, beat the boss, and then you get to move on. Thank you. Hey, I like Ripperoo. Orange. Ripperoo. I think you mean Ripper Dog. Anyway, oh yeah, one thing I'll show before I leave here, but yeah, the connection between everything is nice. It's like one big lap. It almost feels like Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, if you know that. Like they have like the little tunnels connecting all the parts of the map and things. But this one's better done because, well, it's a newer game. But yeah, so I will leave it off here. Thank you very much for joining me for the inaugural episode. Be sure to check back on the YouTube channel here for more. If you want more Crash Team Racing, I'll be uploading these on Monday. Monday, I haven't decided time yet. I'll decide though and get it out. But if you like what I do and you want to follow me more, I also have a Twitter at Gaming Truckman, and I also have an Instagram at Truckman Gaming. So if you like what I do, you can go and follow me over there, and you'll get updates and little behind-the-scenes pictures or little screenshots or teasers or stuff. So if you like what I do, also too, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thank you very much for joining me. I will stop giving Dingo concussions. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.